Hey guys, in this video I have the Uniplay U6 Smart Gamepad and Keyboard. It's a wireless keyboard, trackpad, and gamepad hybrid. Banggood sent this to me for review, and I planned on using this primarily for my Raspberry Pi setup in the living room. So let's start off with a really quick unboxing, and the very first thing you'll see is the actual controller itself. I think it actually looks pretty sleek and pretty cool looking, and we'll put that aside for now and show you what's included. So underneath all that foam, you'll find the instruction manual as well as a micro USB cable to charge the device itself. The controller looks like a giant kind of touchpad with a gamepad and keyboard fused into it. I think the layout is actually very good. So right on the bottom, you have the actual keypad for typing, and in the middle, there's the trackpad. That's the directional pad, and it's actually pretty good. And over on the right side, you have the buttons and the tool analog sticks. And flipping it over to the back, you have these trigger buttons. They're not the best, but they are there if you need them. And opening the cover, you'll see that it includes a battery. And this one has the BL5C battery, which is used by older Nokia phones. And these are found in most of these new electronics now. And as well as the RF receiver. So you need to plug that into your device in order for it to work. So we're going to put that battery back in and put the cover on as well. It performs three functions: a keyboard, trackpad for cursor movements, as well as a gamepad. So ideally, this would be perfect for a Kodi setup where you can potentially use it to type as well as for gaming as well. This would also work great for a computer if that's what you're using it with. And for my setup, I have Recalbox that allows me to run emulators to play games. And with Recalbox, there is Kodi installed as well. The U6 works in several modes: Android, Windows, and Xbox 360. You can switch modes by holding down the select button for about 5 seconds. When the LED light stays solid, you can then click the select button again to cycle through the various modes. The Xbox 360 mode is interesting since it will actually appear as an Xbox gaming device in Windows, which makes this ideal for Steam and other operating systems that are compatible with an Xbox 360 controller. I usually have mine in Windows mode, which mimics a keyboard and mouse. Now the keys on the keyboard are rubbery and great for thumb typing. It's kind of like typing on an old BlackBerry keypad. The game controller's D-pad and buttons are actually pretty good. I find them to be very firm and responsive, while the dual analog sticks kind of feel like the PlayStation Portable's analog sticks, so they're not that great, but they are available there if you ever need to use it for games that use the two analog sticks. It's not the best controller for gaming, but if you had to have one device that does all these functions, this is actually pretty good. And the only major drawback for this that I see is the lack of a backlight. Hopefully newer versions will have a backlight built in, so you can see what you're typing, especially if you're thumb typing. And overall, the device is pretty good, and it allows me to use it in place of a keyboard, a mouse, and a gamepad. And it really helps in decluttering my living room area with just one device as opposed to three. So now I'm going to show you how to set it up on my Raspberry Pi. You may need another keyboard to set it up at first, but first go to controller settings, and then you want to do configure a controller. Go OK. So I have it in Windows mode right now, and in Windows mode the keypad is active, so that's the preferred mode that I use. Hold down a button so that it detects the actual smart pad. So what we're going to do is configure the up, down, left, right, and A, B, and just run through all these controls. So after you have all the buttons set up, you should be able to navigate through the menu now. Just hit close, and now the U6 is configured for your Raspberry Pi. Anyways, that's it for this video. Links to everything I've showed you should be in the description. Comment, like, share, or subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.